You see, you may be an economic lecturer, but you see,
so I'll go to the point.
Look, Doc, inherently flawed. If you claim that inflation, high inflation we chopped in Ghana was because of global factors, and that Biden was even affected, then Francophone countries were not an exception. If Biden's America was affected by the factors we were talking about, then the Francophone countries, whether their currency is pegged to the euro or whatever, will not be an exception.
No,
so in that same case,
I mentioned the transmission mechanism. That's what I said right now.
I have a master's degree in economic policy.
No, you don't understand it.
I have studied monetary policy just like you. Yes.
What is the transmission mechanism?
Please.
You don't understand it.
Let me talk. You don't understand. Hold on.
Frank, you don't understand it. I said it happened.
I didn't interject you.
A pandemic. Okay. And I gave you the case of 1999
so look at this.
Which altered the gold standard to the dollar.
Chief,
Frank, go to your lecture. Let's see economics. You don't understand it. No, don't come and misquote me and say that what you are saying. You don't understand economics.
Chief,
monetary. I supervise masters today.
Chief,
just like yourself.
Chief,
what did they write?
Chief,
you don't understand the transmission mechanism.
Hold on.
So please don't misquote me.
That's fine.
Quote me well. That's what I say. Correct him.
Frank, you made a point.
Don't misquote me.
Look, we are not having a shouting match.
It's okay.
I was there when you engaged him for about 10 minutes and you went on and on and on. You are saying that I compare Ghana to Francophone countries.
Yes.
That is a lie. Relative to inflation, I cited inflation rate in Africa in 2022. And Ghana's inflation rate was the third highest. Nigeria is not a Francophone country. I cited that. You lied.
Right.
Number two, I want to demonstrate to you that in terms of comparing Ghana to Francophone countries, it is Bawumia who knows economics better than you who taught us that. And I have read his economic lectures where he compares Ghana's inflation rate to that of Cote d'Ivoire, Ghana's budget deficit to that of Cote d'Ivoire. So if you are saying that Bawumia Bonwa, say so. Now again,
can we move to?
No, hold on, Doc. I beg you. He had 10 minutes. Let's deal with this.
No.
Doc, I beg you. I'll do this in 2-3 minutes. Sure, no problem.
For the youth manifesto.
Look, he sat here right now. You see, when they pretend as if they know everything, they end up even contradicting themselves. During his first submission, he stated that the economic challenges we experienced in 2015-2016 was without exogenous shocks. Didn't you hear him say that? Then he sits here again, second submission, or say Ghana, our export earnings has to do with our commodities, our good oil. What happened in 2015-2016 with our commodity prices? Whether it was oil or gold or cocoa, total collapse of international commodity prices. And you sit here, you say you supervise master students, and you tell us that exogenous factors did not affect Ghana's economy. What are you talking about? Then again, let me educate you on the law. Master, let me make my point. Let the viewers judge. Let the viewers judge. Let me make my point. Let the viewers judge. Master, I did not interject you. You keep on interjecting me, and I can do that better than you.
I don't care.
So let me make my point.
You see,
let me make my point.
I spoke about pandemic.
Let me make my point. It is my time. Why are you interjecting me?
During the era of the NDC.
Stop this.
That's what I said.
Stop this.
Why are you screaming? It is my time.
Resulted in this exogenous impact. That is where I made my argument from.
Frank, please.
When you were speaking, I didn't utter a word. When you were speaking, I didn't utter a word. How did I misquote you?
That is what you are. That's what I'm correcting you.
You said that
as a result of the pandemic.
What as a result of the pandemic?
I gave you the cost of free.
No, don't put us together. I didn't interject once. This is my time.
But I won't sit here. I know Sammy Gyamfi.
Please listen to me.
I know what he can do. I won't sit here for you to.
What I can do? Do I kill people?
Can you listen to me?
Am I a killer? What
so please correct him.
Can you listen to me?
Yes,
what do you want me to correct him about?
You see, I said that as a result of the pandemic, it resulted in exogenous impact. And I gave the case of freight, which was $1,300 before. And it went to about $8,800. And I gave so that if anyone goes to buy something, okay, if anyone goes to buy something, the person will now factor in the cost of this 8 times change.
Are you saying, Frank, are you saying that you did not say in your submission that in 2015, when inflation went up that way, there were no exogenous factors?
I was referring to the pandemic and the Russian.
No, but you didn't say that.
Yes, because that's what I was referring to.
Man, why are you doing this?
Say that.
Well,
why are you lying on national TV?
But you
didn't say it.
But for me, I have absolute clarity.
Doc, what is the meaning of this? Doc,
you see,
Doc,
that's what I was saying.
Doc, I think you're not being fair to me. I have not, since we started this program, I have not interjected him once.
That's fine. Just go on.
But he does this repeatedly. He's shouting on top of his voice, and the impression is created that all of us are being, no. You stated categorically that the economic challenges we had in 2015-2016 was without exogenous. And for you, those of you who don't understand, it was without external factors.
Yes.
You are saying you meant the pandemic. So we should have entered your head to know what you meant. That we are talking about what you said on the platform.
Right.
And I am saying that if commodities prices, gold, cocoa, oil, collapsed in 2015-2016, and that is a fact, you can't say that exogenous factors did not affect our economy.
Right.
Then he doesn't even understand the laws he's quoting. Doc, the fiscal responsibility, when we talk about the financing of central government by the Bank of Ghana, it's got nothing to do with Fiscal Responsibility Act.
I said that there are two separate.
But he was still confusing it. So let's give the education for the public to understand. The Fiscal Responsibility Act is an act about fiscal policy. The finance minister is the one with oversight over that. Okay? And it is about the budget deficit not crossing a threshold of 5%. So in emergencies, the Parliament of Ghana can increase the threshold.
Yes.
You understand? When it comes to the central bank printing money to finance government, it is a function of the Bank of Ghana Act. Section 30. It's got nothing to do with fiscal responsibility under the finance minister. And when it comes to the Bank of Ghana Act, the only way you can exceed the threshold of 5%, not of deficit, but of the revenue of the previous fiscal year, is when there is a tripartite meeting between the governor, the Ministry of Finance, and so on, and they decide to revise the threshold and inform Parliament. That is what Section 30 says. We have discussed this here times with that number.
Governor, Minister, Controller.
Governor, Minister, Controller. They meet to revise the threshold of 5% of the total revenue of the previous fiscal year, and they inform Parliament. That is Section 30, I believe, subsection 6 of the Bank of Ghana Act. So when you are sitting here citing Germany, okay, giving its government a special reprieve on fiscal responsibility, you have deviated. You don't even understand what you're talking about.